Welcome one and all to Scott Berry Field here on the campus of Mayville State University today. It is American Legion Baseball, and it is the Hillsborough Central Valley Blue Sox taking on Mayport CG in our first American Legion Baseball coverage of the season. My name is Chris Larson. Joining me this evening, Jared Hansen. And first of all, Jared, we've got rain to start things out.
A little bit, yep.
Absolutely. So this is kind of the kickoff to the 2019 sectional tournament here in Class B. These two teams, separated by about 20 miles, will be taking on each other in a 7-inning contest. Of course, that is if the rain holds off. We're scheduled for a 7-inning contest here at Scott Berry Field. Would like to welcome all of you listening in on Network1Sports.com and tuning in as well as on HSHN Sports. Our broadcast tonight is powered by Network1Sports.com and SHNSports.com. A special thank you to Rob Hipp and the crew over at SHN Sports for getting us on the air here with what you're eventually going to be seeing is video throughout the season. We just weren't able to get the video out here tonight, and, well, it kind of looks like that's probably for a good reason here with some rainfall in the Mayville, Portland, Clifford, Galesburg area. Coming up here at about 6:30, we're scheduled for our opening pitch here between the Patriots and the Blue Sox of Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG. Again, if you haven't followed our Facebook page, we will have entire coverage of the 2019 sectional right back here at Scott Berry Field beginning at May 23rd, 1 week from today. We will begin that tournament coverage. If you'd like to sponsor that tournament coverage, email us, info@digitalnorthmedia.com. It's been a great experience so far, and really excited to kick off inning number 1 here between Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG. Jared, as we take a look at both of these teams, a lot of great athletes playing here for Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG.
Yeah, Chris, as you look through the lineup here, top to bottom, all the way from pitcher, going through the lineup all the way over to right field, either team, as far as talent goes, evenly matched. So, assuming the rain allows us to play here, we should have a solid game of baseball here this evening.
I tell you what, baseball is the one thing that baseball needs, and I can smell it, is pizza.
Yeah, very true.
Oh man, we're right next to the pizza oven. Can tell they're smelling pizzas. It's going to be a great afternoon. And what is a little bit of baseball without some rain?
Without a little bit of rain, right?
Hey, that just settles the dust, and honestly,
that's it.
You know what else? You know what else it settles? This heat.
It's been warm lately, isn't it not?
Oh man, you and I coached in a Little League 8U tournament last week, Coach, and
it was blistering in the infield.
And then, of course, you've got me trying to think I'm a Major League Baseball umpire.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you and I are both pretty darn good umpires, but I tell you what, that heat just got the best of me. But I tell you what, it's finally cooling down. This is a rain-cooled event. But I tell you what, we should be in for some great baseball come bottom of the hour here on Digital North Media, powered by Network1Sports.com and SHN Sports. Now, you've seen some Legion baseball this week already. You were up in some Babe Ruth baseball, I should say, almost Legion.
Just about.
But you were up in Grafton.
Yes, yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, I umped a doubleheader in Grafton. Grafton Cavalier, and speaking of the heat, I was behind the plate the first game, and with all that gear on, I even had a white shirt on, but with all that gear, that heat was amplified. I can tell you that in the first 7-inning game, I drank 4 liters of water just trying to stay cool. Well, it knocked the edge off. The sun was still very, very hot, very much so.
Well, we don't have any sun here this evening in Mayville. We've got overcast, well, I guess we'll call them cloudy skies. Rain is falling here at Scott Berry Field as we take a look across the way. It is falling pretty generously right now, but as we've seen here, this field can take a lot of water, and right now maybe this field needs a little water.
I would say a little bit of a drizzle. I don't know that it will stop the baseball game, so I would expect that 6:30 we'll see the first pitch. Barring any lightning, I would suspect, looking at the radar anyway, I would suspect we get all the way through this game.
7 innings is what we're scheduled to do tonight. One game. They are normally doubleheaders, but it's one game, 7 innings tonight, and all of the action coming here on SHN Sports and Network1Sports.com. We're going to come back in a few minutes here. We're going to just regroup here, get some fluids in us, and when we come back, we'll have our starting lineups and hopefully the start of our game. It's the HCV Blue Sox Mayport CG coming your way from Scott Berry Field here in Mayville on Digital North Media, powered by Network1Sports.com and by SHN Sports. Back after this.
Tournament in Fargo at Veterans Memorial.
Back here at Scott Berry Field in Mayville, we're just notified that the umpires went to Hillsboro, so it is going to be a little bit of a delay here in Mayville. As I tell you what, Jared, those things happen.
They do. As a matter of fact, I was just telling somebody behind me, I umped a Legion tournament in Fargo and was told that we were at A Field, showed up, and there was 3 of us there, myself and the 2 other umpires in the crew. So, unfortunately, even though in this age of technology, miscommunications do happen. So at this point, it's not the rain that's holding us up. I would say it's human error at this point.
That's right. Coming up, we're going to have Hillsboro Central Valley. Mayport CG we're not in a rain delay, folks. We are in a delay that is caused by
traffic delay.
A traffic delay. Luckily for us, Hillsboro is only about 17 miles away.
We'll be okay.
We don't have lights here at Scott Berry Field, but that's not going to stop us from getting baseball underway this afternoon. We'll come back with more from Scott Berry Field in Mayville here on Digital North Media. back here on SHN Sports and Network1Sports.com, a Digital North Media powered by both of them. We've been given our starting lineups here for each of our teams, our starting lineups and more here as we wait for the umpires to show up. I believe we've seen one come into the stadium already. We spotted him out of the corner of our eye.
There's been a sighting, yes.
There's been an enemy sighting in here. That is wonderful. So let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, wanted to let you know that American Legion Baseball today on Network1Sports.com and Digital North Media, powered by Network One Sports and SHN Sports. Glad to have them along with us here tonight as our American Legion Baseball schedules are just they're just a-rolling. Yeah, what? You hearing me?
Maybe that was you.
That was me. I was just testing to make sure we were online.
Oh, there we go. That's what it was.
Okay. That's exactly what it was. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First for the Hillsborough Central Valley Blue Sox. The Blue Sox are our road team. They are in their road blues with black pants. The Blue Sox are going to go like this. They're going to lead off with third baseman Patrick Limke batting first. Gavin to right. The pitcher will bat second. Colton Anderson at short will bat third. Connor Onderoot, the catcher, bats fourth. Batting fifth, Travis Stoughton, the first baseman. Braden Schildberger will bat sixth and left. In right is going to be Mason Richter batting seventh. Braden Soderberg batting eighth at second. And batting ninth is Peyton Beliles in center field. That's the starting lineup for the HCV Blue Sox, who are led by head coach Nathan Walsh. Now the starting lineup for the Mayport CG, or the Mayville Portland CG, I believe we're going to call them the Patriots. That is going to look like this. They're going to lead off with Sammy Satrom catching. Jackson Broughton at short will bat second. Preston Edinger will bat third. He is on the mound today for Mayport CG. Sawyer Satrom will bat fourth at third. Bank fifth, the center fielder, Reese Hansen. Sixth, Seth Germanson in left. Jordan Evans, the first baseman, will bat seventh. Cage Susi, the second baseman, will bat eighth. And batting ninth will be right fielder Dylan Heward for Mayport CG and head coach Taylor Kunkel. Now, as you take a look at that starting lineup, you see a bunch of multi-sport athletes, and a couple that come to my mind. One played in the Shrine football game last weekend. That is Reese Hansen, the quarterback for the Mayport CG Patriots.
Yes.
Also played on the Mayport CG boys basketball team. Also played spring ball at Mayport CG. So a three-sport athlete in Reese Hansen. You look at the Satrom boys, played hockey for the Ice Dogs. Excellent hockey players. They played hockey for the Ice Dogs of Mayport CG. You take a look. Seth Germanson also. Jordan Evans, another guy, played basketball. I'm not sure if he played football, but he also played spring ball. Cade Susi played hockey and baseball, and Dylan Heward played basketball and baseball. So a lot of great athletes here on the American Legion baseball team from Hillsborough, or from Mayport CG. Has the rain slowed a little bit? It kind of looks like it.
It appears as though the rain is letting up a bit. Going to give us a chance to play some baseball.
And it appears that we're going to be set for baseball here in just a mere minutes on DigitalNorthMedia.com, powered by Network One Sports and SHN Sports. SHN Sports, our official video provider. You can listen to our games online through the Network One Sports website, or download the YouTube app and search for SHN Sports. That'll bring you to the SHN Sports section. You can also go to the SHN Sports website, shnsports.com. Rob Hipp and his crew do an absolutely wonderful job in that. With that, I should say. coming up here in minutes as we watch. Taylor Kunkel is watching for the umpires. Of course, both of these teams want to get going here this afternoon and evening, and we should be in for what should be a great game as the Blue Sox of Hillsborough Central Valley take on the Mayport CG American Legion baseball team. Well, Jared, I tell you what, the season's coming to an end quickly. Before we know it, in about a month and a half, school.
I know it.
And football.
It seems like we just had the conversation the other day, my wife and I, about what we were going to do this summer with the kids. And we did actually have the conversation the other day about when school starts. So,
man, isn't that crazy?
I know it. It seems as though there is no transition period. It's no school, and then with all of the other school activities and summer sports and summer activities, school in the fall comes around the corner. It seems as though a lot faster than it really should.
And I tell you what, for those kids that love their school, they are absolutely ecstatic. For some of us, our parents that want to keep their kids home for just a little bit longer, well, I tell you what, that little bit longer is just over a month. Of course, folks are listening in here on SHN Sports and Network1Sports.com. Next weekend we will have, or next week I should say, weather permitting, health permitting, all of that fun stuff, we will have the entire sectional American Legion baseball tournament right here on SHNSports.com, DigitalNorthMedia.com, and Network1Sports.com. If you want to be a sponsor of that, info at DigitalNorthMedia.com, Chris at DigitalNorthMedia.com, or Joel at DigitalNorthMedia.com. And a couple other things in the hopper that we're working on still. I hope to have announcements on those here in the coming days and weeks. We know this much, folks. It's going to be a fun fall as we cover high school sports. Here in Mayville, Portland, we've got volleyball, we've got football, and we are just set for a great fall of baseball, or of sports here across the Southern Valley. Again, we continue to wait for umpires to show up. We saw one of them, Joe Koulis, showed up earlier. Not sure who our other umpire is, but we should be set to go with our game here. Was scheduled for 6 o'clock. We will have it here as soon as we can. Again, waiting for the umpires. We got umbrellas out in front of us right here at Scott Berry Field. Hopefully that won't take away from our vantage point, but if it does, that's why I've got Jared here. He can stand up on a chair and tell me what's going on at home plate.
I see the umpires approaching the field, so in a matter of seconds here, we should be live.
All right, so the umpires coming towards the field here at Scott Berry Field. I just about said Newman Outdoor Field. Man, is that a fun place to call a ball game from.
Oh, man, great place to be.
Newman Outdoor Field in Fargo. I was able to be there for the Thompson Tommies run to the state championship, which was halted by Park River, Fordville Lincoln in the championship game of the State B tournament at Newman Outdoor Field in Fargo. Tell you what, it has cooled off out here this afternoon. In fact, we'll try and get you a game time temperature here in just a moment. Joe Koulis, one of our umpires.
Behind the dish for this game, and I am not sure who the field umpire is. Two-man crew in their blacks today, which is brave. Black tops under all that gear is a bold strategy this time of year. What I do know about Joe Koulis, he's Major League. This guy's done some high-profile games. As a matter of fact, he's doing the Class A Legion tournament next week in Grand Forks. This guy's seen a lot of baseball. So
awesome.
If we want a man behind the dish that's going to call balls and strikes, it's this guy tonight.
68 degrees right now here in Mayville. Humidity, 81%.
Not long ago, it was 100.
Yeah, I believe it. 81% humidity makes it feel like 68 degrees. We're going to drop down to 65 overnight by about 5 a.m. Chance of rain all night, basically from 1 a.m. on through 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. We do have a 70% chance of rain in the 7 o'clock hour. Drops to 50. Actually, it shows here a 70% chance of thunderstorms sometime in the 7 o'clock hour, and then we go to a 50% chance of rain in the 8 o'clock hour. Long as the lightning bolts stay away, we should be fine right here at Scott Berry Field on the campus of Mayville State University. Again, it'll be Hillsborough Central Valley up to bat first here at Scott Berry Field. It'll be the Blue Sox taking on Mayport CG in the 2019 opener here on Digital North Media. My name is Chris Larson. Jared Hansen joining me here in the broadcast booth. Glad to have you all here along with us, whether you're listening in on network1sports.com or watching tuning into our feed through the YouTube app. Just search for SHN Sports. You should be able to find us there. Nathan Walsh, the skipper for the Blue Sox of Hillsborough Central Valley. He's going to take his spot down the first base line and down the third base line here in this one. Nathan Walsh and his Hillsborough Central Valley Blue Sox. Patrick Limke in to lead off here on the top of the first inning at Scott Berry Field in Mayville on Digital North Media. Top of the first inning. Again, leading off is Patrick Limke, correct? Patrick Limke to lead off. First pitch coming from the Mayport CG Legion team is a ball. 1-0 the count to Patrick Limke. 1 ball, no strikes. Our first pitch coming at 6:45. Right here on Digital North Media. Here's the set and the 1-0 pitch to Limke. That's going to be in for strike one. And the count will leave it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff batter Limke. Here's the set and the pitch. That's going to be swung on. 2 short. Over to first in time for out number 1. And that's 1 away for Hillsborough Central Valley. 1 down here at the top of the first, and that'll bring up Gavin Wright. Pitcher against pitcher here at inning number 1, 1 away here at the top of the first inning. Hillsborough Central Valley, Mayport CG. Here's the wind of the pitch. In for strike 1, 0-1 the count to Gavin Wright. No balls, 1 strike to the batter Wright. Second batter of the order for the Blue Sox. Here's the wind of the pitch. It's going to be in for strike 2. And the count quickly 0-2 to Gavin Wright. No balls and 2 strikes to Gavin Wright. Here on the top of the first. Here's the wide of the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's dropped. Third strike, but he's going to tag him. And it's going to be a strikeout, 2-3 put out for out number 2. And that will bring up Colton Anderson. So, Mayport CG and pitcher Preston Edinger looking to go 1-2-3 here on the top of the first for Hillsborough Center for Mayport CG.
Two quick outs, Chris. That's the way you want to start a baseball game.
First pitch in for a strike, 0-1 the counts to the batter, Colton Anderson, number 3 batter of the order. That one's going to be swung on, a foul and out of play. Count quickly goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Here on the bottom of the top of the first inning. Here's the set and the 0-2 delivery. That's high for a ball. The count will go 1-2 to the batter. This is Colton Anderson. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the wide of the 1-2. It's going to be high and away for ball 2, and the count will leave it up. Now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Spot top of the first. Here's the wide of the pitch. That's going to be swung on. Chopper into right. It'll be a base hit. Now we'll have a runner at first. 2 away. And a base hit for the batter, Colton Anderson. Brings up Connor Onterud. So that's a pivotal base hit there for the Blue Sox in the top of the first. No score. Here's the set and the pitch. It's going to be in for a ball. 1-0 the count to the batter. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the first. Here's the set. And the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Healthy swing on that one, Jared.
Yes, took a healthy cut there. Looks like Joe Koulis took one off the ankle.
And he looks no worse for wear. Of course, umpires wearing a lot of protection here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 runner on with Connor Underwood at the plate. And again, he's got a 1-1 count. American Legion Baseball this afternoon on Network1Sports.com and SHNSports.com. Here's the set. And the wind of the pitch. Called strike 2, and the count will go 1 ball and 2 strikes to the batter here, Connor Underwood. 1-2 the count to Underwood. Here's the set and the pitch high, and the count will leave it up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Here's the set. And the 2-2 delivery. Outside, and the count will go full at 3-2. Now, this could force Mayport CG into a tough position here if this batter is able, Underwood is able to reach. Full count, 2 outs. Here's the set. And the payoff pitch swung on into center, right center. Is it going to drop? Is it going to be in trouble too? And converge on it. And the catch is made.
Nice play.
Beautiful catch. Out number 3. And the inning is over. So we are heading to the bottom of the first. Hillsborough Central Valley. The Blue Sox 0. Mayport CG coming to bat. Bottom of the first inning. Coming up after this timeout, Network1Sports.com and SHNSports.com. What's that? Yeah. Really hard to see with these umbrellas in front of us.
Every pitch he's thrown has been to the outside of the plate or high, and any ball that's been hit has been to the right side of the diamond.
Bottom of the first coming up here on at Network1Sports.com and SHNSports.com. Jared Hansen, Chris Larson here with you. And we've got Sammy Satra, Jackson Brott, and Preston Ettinger lead off here in the bottom of the first for Mayport CG. And Jared, you and I were talking in the break here. There's a little bit of consistency to that top of the first inning.
Yeah. So Preston Ettinger here on the hill for Mayport CG. Spent the whole first inning, it seems like, trying to make a living on the outside of the plate. And at this age, if you can control the outside of the corner, the suspicion is you'll have a fair amount of success. A couple of hits in that inning, all kind of bloopers to right field. So Preston Ettinger is not giving up the middle of the zone, so up to this point at any rate, not giving Hillsborough Central Valley an opportunity to get comfortable over top of the plate.
Absolutely. Coming up, bottom of the inning, Hillsborough Central Valley, Mayport CG again scheduled for 7. Weather permitting, Sammy Satra, Jackson Broughton, Preston Ettinger, the 3 to lead off the Mayport CG Legion team here at the bottom of the first, and stepping in to lead off is Sammy Satram for the for Mayport CG here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch coming to Satram. Going to be in for a ball. 1-0 the count to Satram. 1 ball, no strikes to Satram. Here's the set and the pitch.
Good one.
In for strike one, and the count
Broadway.
evens up. Right down the heart of Broadway was that pitch. Here's the strike, and the 1-1 is going to be fouled down the first base side and out of play. 1-2 the count now to the batter, Jackson,
Sammy Satchel.
Sammy Satchel. Here on the bottom of the first. Here's the set in the 1-1 or 1-2. It's going to even up now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Satram, and that one's going to be bunted down the third base line or first base line. Foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Satram.
Dead ball.
And that's going to hit him.
Free bag.
So now we'll have a runner at first, nobody out. Satram gets the hit by pitch. The hit by the pitch, and that'll bring up Jackson Broughton. Oh, now we got the bumping music going on.
Yeah, we got a little plate music here. I'm digging it.
Bottom of the first, no score at Mayport CG, Hillsboro Central Valley in this American Legion baseball contest right here in Mayville, North Dakota.
Throw back to first there. Keep him honest on the base path. Satram's got a healthy lead at first.
Still yet to have a pitch here to the batter.
There he goes.
First pitch outside for a ball. Throw down to second. And the runner is in time at second. And now we've got runner in scoring position at second. And a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the set and the 1-0 delivery.
Looking to lay down a bunt again. Move Satram over to third.
And that'll be a strike. Count will even up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here on the bottom of the first, runner in scoring position in Satram. Here's the set and the 1-1. It's going to be high for ball 2, and the count goes 2-1 to Satram. 2 balls and 1 strike to Satram. Here on the bottom of the first, nobody out yet. Here in the home half of the inning, here's the wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count will leave it up at 2-2. Healthy swing there by the Mayport CG batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here's the set. 2-2 delivery. That's going to be inside for a ball, and the count will go full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner at second. Here's the wind of the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the first out is recorded for Mayport CG in the bottom of the first inning. And that will bring up, I believe this is Preston. Yes, it is. Preston Edinger. 1 on, 1 out now here at the bottom of the first. No score. Mayport CG at Hillsboro Central Valley. Wide of the first pitch, in for a strike. 0-1 the count to the batter, Preston Edinger. Runner on in scoring position at second. 1 away here in the bottom of the first, scheduled for 7. Here's the set, the 0-1 delivery. That's going to be in for strike 2. It's going to be a seeing strike, a breaking ball right down the heart of the plate.
Nice breaking ball there, Chris. Looked like Preston Edinger was a little confused.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the wide of the 0-2 outside. Nice waist pitch there by Hillsboro Central Valley and their pitcher. 1-2 the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the wide of the 1-2 delivery. That's a swing and a healthy swinging strike 3. And the out is recorded. Now we've got 2 away for the Patriots, or for Mayport CG. And that will bring to the plate number 12,
Sawyer Satchel.
Sawyer Satchel. His brother Sammy was our leadoff batter today.
Right across the diamond at second base waiting for him.
That's right. Brother's looking for his brother to hit him in, and we'll see. First pitch is going to be fouled to the backstop. 0-1 the count to Satrum. So Satrum at second. Satrum at the plate. Samian Sawyer. Here's the set in the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be swung on to the backstop, and the count will go 0-2. So now Hillsborough Central Valley looking to get out of a two-out jam here on the bottom of the first. Here's the set and the 0-2 delivery. High for ball one, and the count 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Satrum. Here on the bottom of the first from Scott Berry Field in Mayville. Here's the mind of the pitch. Swung on to the backstop. Count will remain 1-2. American Legion Baseball this afternoon on Digital North Media, powered by Network One Sports and SHN Sports. Glad to have you here with us. Here's the mind of the 1-2 delivery. Swung to the backstop, and the count will remain 1-2. So Satrum is really staying alive here.
He's got a beat on him. It's fourth pitch in a row he's fouled off here, so he gets a pitch he likes. I think we're going to see a drive.
1-2 the count to Satrum. His brother at second in scoring position. Again, 2 outs. Here's the set. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on down the right side and foul on a play into the bullpen area. And the count will stay 1-2. Satrum doing a great job of keeping on these pitches.
Yes, he's really making Gavin Wright work for everything here.
Gavin Wright looking to end it here. Swung on, fouling another one. And I think Satrum thought that one had his name written all over it.
The 8th pitch of the at-bat here, Chris. As pitches go along here, typically we see the advantage go towards the batter the more pitches that are thrown, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, this time around, an advantage pitcher so far. Here's the line of the pitch. Going to be in for a ball, and now the count will leave it up 2-2. Close pitch there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Lots of 2s on the board. Here's the wind of the pitch. Outside of the count will go from 1-2 to 3-2. So, spot for Satrum at first. A base hit would likely score the game's first run. Here's the wind of the pitch outside. Ball 4. And now we've got runners at first and second with 2 away here in the bottom of the inning. And this brings up Reese Hansen now. So you look for Reese Hansen now. You've got ducks on the pond at first and second. 1 base hit to the outfield will score at least 1 run. Here's the wind of the pitch outside and high. 1-0 the count to Reese Hansen.
Taylor Kunkel giving the signs from the third base line here. Healthy leads, good secondaries. Wonder if we might not see him go here. Get a couple strikes on him.
1-0 the count. Here's the wind of the 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 1, and the count will leave it up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first from Scott Berry Field in Mayville. Here's the set. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the Mayport CG Legion team, the Patriots down to their final strike here in the bottom of the first. Here's the wind and the 1-2 delivery. Swung on, back to the backstop and foul. Count will stay 1-2. Again, we're scheduled to bring you 7 innings of baseball this afternoon from Scott Berry Field.
Looking off to the west here, Chris, I see some sunshine, so we might be good.
1-2. Here's the wind of the pitch. Oh, my goodness. That almost took him off in the count to leave it up at 2-2. Reese Hansen, that almost got him on the front side of the jersey. Count is 2-2. Here's the line to the 2-2 delivery. Swung on, and that goes to left hit. Base hit. 1 run will be held at third. Oh, my goodness. They're going to hold him at third. Smart decision there by head coach Taylor Kunkel, as now the bases are loaded. 1 or 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Seth Germanson. So the base hit is going to load the bases. Well, now, if you're Nathan Walsh, what do you do here?
I think you play it straight up, pitch him normal, you force at any bag, take it close, hope for a ground ball.
Here's the wind of the first pitch to Germanson. High for ball one. Outside. High and inside. The Hillsborough Central Valley pitcher is pitching himself into a little bit of a jam right now. Germanson at the plate.
The advantage he's got working for him, Chris, is he's got 2 outs.
Yep, Gavin Wright throws strike 1, I think that was. It was, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Germanson. Here in the bottom of the first, Mayport CG threatening. That one's going to be swung on. Over to short, taken by the shortstop. Out number 3, and that will do it here in the bottom of inning number 1. Top of the second coming up. Hillsborough Central Valley 0, Mayport CG 0. We will return with more on network1sports.com and shnsports.com. That's right, Lil. Put me in coach playing over the PA system here at Scott Berry Field in Mayville. Chris Larson with you. Jared Hansen joining me here in the broadcast booth. And Jared, I tell you what a fun evening it's been so far. We've seen some excitement, and we're ready to keep that going here at the bottom of the first.
You bet.
Or check that, top of the second.
Top 2 here, and thus far, top of the inning, bottom of the inning, all the way through top to bottom. Both teams seem to be playing pretty solid. Noticeable, both pitchers have great command in their fastball so far this evening.
Well, we'll get your batter here in a moment. First pitch. It's going to be in for a strike, and I believe that is number 14. It is Travis Doden. First pitch in for a ball, 1-0 the count. And it's 2-0 now to Travis Doden.
Shoestring ball.
Small ball baseball, that's what we like to play, right?
You betcha.
That's right. We like the small ball. Here's the 2-0 count. That's it for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Now to the batter, Travis Doden. Due up next is going to be Rayton Schildberger. Here's the wind of the pitch. 2-1. Swung on a foul. Count will even up at 2-2. Hope you guys are enjoying our coverage this afternoon here on SHN Sports and Network1Sports.com. My name is Chris Larson. Jared Hansen joining me here from Scott Berry Field in Mayville. Here's the wind of the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, my, oh, my. What a strikeout and a big swing there by by Doden. Out number 1 brings up Schildberger.
Yes, Chris, as I just got done saying, both pitchers have command of their fastball, and there it was right there for strike 3.
That's right. And here's the first pitch to Schildberger. That's in for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Braden Schildberger. Top of the second, no score. Patriots, Mayport CG and Hillsborough Central Valley swinging a miss. Strike 2 for Schildberger. And the count goes to 0-2. Got an airplane flying across Scott Berry Field. Here's the wind of the pitch outside. Ball 1, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the set. And the 1-2 delivery. High for ball 2. The count will even up at 2-2. Taking a look at your Major League Baseball scoreboard. We'll get you that in a moment. Here's the wind of the pitch. That one's going to be swung on. Over to third. Back to first in time. 5-3 the putout for out number 2. 5-3 putout out number 2, my friend.
Not your standard 5-3. The third baseman there had to come in quite a bit. Make a good throw across the diamond over to first base to punch him out.
Mason Richter up now for Hillsborough Central Valley, the Blue Sox. Here in the top of the second. First pitch in for a ball, 1-0. And again, we'll check the MLB scoreboard in our next half inning break. That one's going to be inside, but across the plate, and the count will even up 1-1. Weather is turning nice now here in Mayville. Yeah, we can see some breaks of sun off to the west. And that one's going to be outside for ball 2, and it's 2-1. A little reprieve from the 90-degree heat that we've had the last 2 days, and now the count 3-1 to the batter. Mason Richter. 7th batter of the order for Hillsborough Central Valley. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swing on and swing. Okay, let's try that again. Swung on, foul. Or strike, I mean. And try that 6 times fast. Oh, and that one's going to hit the outside corner. And we'll have a base runner now here with 2 away in the top of the second. And that's going to bring up Braden Soderberg, I believe. Yes, it is Soderberg.
Yes.
Top of the second, no score yet between these two teams. Oh, that one's in for a nice loud called strike 1. Heard Joe Koulis all the way up here. 0-1 the count. Here's those set. And the 0-1 delivery. Swung on a foul in the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter. Braden Soderberg. Here in the top of the second from Scott Berry Field in Mayville. Here's the set. And the 0-2 delivery swung on and missed.
Nice breaking ball.
Called strike 3, and the top of the second is over. We'll head to the bottom of the second here in Mayville. No score after 1.5 here at Scott Berry Field as we head over to our Major League Baseball scoreboard. We're going to run through them all right now. Top of the 6th, Tampa Bay leads the Yankees 2-1. Top of the 4th, Phillies lead the Dodgers 6-1. Bottom of the 3rd, Nationals over the Orioles 2-1. In a rain delay in Cleveland, it is 7-0 Indians leading Detroit. Top of the 4th, Blue Jays lead the Red Sox 4-1. Top of the 3rd, Marlins lead the Padres 7-3. Just underway between the Diamondbacks and Rangers. Just underway, no score there. Just underway between the Cubs and the Reds. The Reds lead 1-0. Also just underway, Mets and Twins, and the Brewers and Braves. Both those games tied at 0. Coming up Here in about 3 minutes, it's going to be the White Sox and the Royals and the Pirates and Cardinals. Bottom of the hour, it'll be the Giants and the Rockies. And then late starts tonight, 9:07 first pitch for the Astros, Angels, and Mariners Athletics. And let's see. Big news out of the WNBA. The WNBA has suspended LA Sparks guard Rakina Williams for 10 games without pay as a result of a domestic violence incident involving her ex-girlfriend back in December. So that big news coming across the wire. First pitch is going to be swung on over to third. Throw in time for out number one. Beautiful play there by Hillsborough Central Valley. Gets out number one, and that'll put one away and bring up number 25, Cade Susie. That's in for strike one. 0-1 the count to Cade Susie. Bottom of the second inning, no score, one away. Wind of the pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. Susie quickly down, no balls and two strikes. No balls, two strikes, swung on, a foul and out of play. And don't know where your kids are at, Jared, but they're chasing that ball.
I hope not. That ended up in the slough.
Well, let's hope they're not going in the slough. That one's going to be high and outside. 1-2 the count now to Cade Susie. And that one's going to be low. And the count will leave it up at 2-2. You know, who'd have thought? That one's going to be
fouled off.
Fouled off. The count will remain. Well, I have 2-2. Scoreboard says 1-2. So, or no, I've got 2-2. The scoreboard says 1-2. So we'll go back to what they have. That one's going to be high.
Now we're tied up.
Now it's 2-2. According to the scoreboard.
Joe Coolis is correcting both of us here. He tells us the count is full.
All right. 3-2 the count. There's the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be fouled. And again, the count 3-2. Who'd have thought that 92 games into the regular season, the Twins would be 2 games from 60?
That's amazing.
And 5 games, or 6 games up in the AL Central. That was going to be ball 4.
On Cleveland, who they just had a 3-game set with in Cleveland last weekend, took 2 out of 3 to go up.
I tell you what, Minnesota is really doing well right now.
They're fun to watch, aren't they?
Oh, man. I'd be doing anything to be watching the Twins tonight. But instead, we're here at Scott Berry Field, and Dylan Heward comes to the plate now. Bottom of the second with 1 out. Tell you, a team that's really disappointing this year, Detroit. They are 29-60. That hurts.
Minnesota Twins fans can relate to that. I've been a Twins fan all of my life, and we've seen it all in the last 30 years.
Only one team is worse than that. And that's Baltimore at 28-65. 1-1 the count to Dylan Heward.
There you got him.
And that's going to go throw down to first. Back in time. And the count 2-1. Good umpiring crew here this afternoon, or evening here at Scott Berry Field, even though they began their day over in Hillsborough.
Oh, well.
2-1. That one's going to be swung on to third. Is it going to be a double play? No, it's going to be 1 out. They'll get the force at second.
Ball goes in the dugout, free bag.
And so now we will move the base runner to second, 2 away as that ball went out of play. So we'll get the force out at second. We'll call it a single, and we'll advance on the throw, right?
I think we're going to call that a fielder's choice with a throwing error.
Okay, well, that's our official scorer for you. Jared Hansen. Jared Hansen, my official scorer this afternoon. here at Scott Berry Field.
2 down, runner on second here, just like the first inning.
Well, NFL season right around the corner. My, oh, my.
42 days till kickoff.
You've got the countdown.
And who's counting?
I love it. I don't even know who's batting right now. This is bad.
Back to the top of the order, Mr. Sammy Satram.
Sammy Satram batting now here in the inning. That's going to be in for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Sammy Satram. Bottom of the second. No score. 2 away. Here's the wind and a pitch coming. Oh!
Little chin music.
Chin music, baby. Wonder what that chin music was. Little achy breaky heart, or I don't think it's a little achy breaky heart. Here's the wind of the pitch. Oh, and that's placed just perfectly, but outside or tight, and it's 2-1 now. Whoa, I don't know what I just did there. 2-1 the count. Here's the set and the 2-1 delivery outside. Ball 3, and it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. Now, could we have Satram over at third?
Dead ball.
Oh, that hit him.
2 for 2.
And now we've got runners at first and second. 2 away. My, oh, my. That brings up Preston Ettinger, I believe. Nope. It's going to bring up the guy before Ettinger.
Jackson
Broughton. Jacko. Jackson Broughton. With 2 away here at the bottom of the second inning.
It's worth noting that the pizza smell seemed to dissipated and has manifested into a hot dog odor.
That's a 1-0 pitch. Oh, we might have to put our order in here soon, boss. Although I had a good barbecue before I left to head to the... Oh, my goodness. Now, I don't know if you just saw that, Jared, but it was a throw down to second. The second baseman was probably 40 feet away. The shortstop wasn't even paying attention. That could have been trouble. Here's the wind of the pitch. That's going to be into right field. Is it going to drop? Yes, it is!
It's down. Here we go. Runners turning the corners.
So we'll have a runner at first and third now with 2 away and a 1-0 lead for Mayport CG. 1-0 Mayport CG here at the bottom of the second inning. My, oh, my. Now things have kind of started to unravel just a little bit. Preston Ettinger is going to try and make this 2-0, Jared.
I agree. I get the feeling that Hillsborough Central Valley's pitcher is starting to lose a little bit of control. Here we go, looking for a pick.
Oh, no, my goodness!
You betcha.
Oh, and now that was a costly throw, as now we've got a runner at second and a 2-0 Patriot or Mayport CG lead.
That was intentional, Chris. They were looking to get Jackson Broughton in a rundown between first and second and get Sawyer Satram to cross the plate before Jackson Broughton got tagged out. Even if it was the third out, run touches the plate, run counts.
That's right. 2-0 our score. That one's going to be swung on foul. And hard to believe it, but that's our first pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. 2-0 Mayport CG here at the bottom of the second inning. Overcast skies right now here in Mayville. Here's the wind of the pitch outside, but on the corner of the plate, and that's called strike. And the count 1-2 now. 1-2 the count.
Behind him.
Oh, and that gets behind him in the count. I believe that should even it up at 2-2.
I can't help but wonder the baseball rolling through the wet grass, if that's not having a little effect on the grip on the ball for the pitcher right now.
So now we've got a runner at third, Still 2 away, a 2-2 count to the batter. Here's the line to the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will do it for inning number 2. But not before a pair of runs cross the plate here in the inning. To the top of the 3rd inning we go here in Mayville. It is Mayport CG 2, Hillsboro Central Valley nothing. We'll come back with more here on Network1Sports.com and SHNSports.com. Peyton Beliles leads us off here at the top of the 3rd. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 the count to Peyton Beliles. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be low for ball 2, 2-0. So quickly, 2 balls and no strikes to start here in the bottom of the 1st, or top of the 3rd, that is. Top 3 here at Scott Berry Field. And that's in for a strike. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the line, the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. So quickly, Hillsboro Central Valley's Peyton Beliles goes from up to 2-0 in the count to even at 2-2. Here's the line to the 2-2. Swung on into left field. Does the left fielder make the grab? Yes, he does for out number 1.
Can of corn, Chris. Can of corn.
That's right. Even though it's not my favorite vegetable.
What is your favorite vegetable while we're on the
Green
subject?
beans.
Green beans, okay.
All right. And let's see. That brings up top of the order Patrick Limke. Back for Hillsboro Central Valley. Wide of the pitch outside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. You know, I was just sitting here thinking, these late nights here in Mayville, I should probably get a light bar or something put on this chair. Ooh, that's in for strike 1. 1-1 the count. On a beautiful whatever day this is, Monday. Tuesday.
I hope it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Fly ball to left center here.
Oh, my goodness.
Extra
That's over
bases.
the left field's head. That's going to be at least 2. And the throw in, Maya stand-up double for the batter.
Patrick Limke, top of the order.
My. So a stand-up double for Limke. And that's going to bring up Gavin Wright. So now Wright has an opportunity to cut into this lead and help himself out as the pitcher for HCV. 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. Wide of the pitch. That one swung on to left into foul territory. Is the catch going to be made? We'll see. Yes, it is. A double play!
Double play. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
And that's... Oh, that hurts. Is the double play, and that is how the inning will end. Top of the 3rd is done on an inning-ending heads-up double play.
It almost looked like the runner was confused. He was halfway to third base on the fly ball, right to third base. It looks as though Nathan Walsh is heading out to have a chat with his base runner. Little pat on the back. It's okay. Things like that happen. We'll move on and get over.
That's right. Happens to us in Little League Baseball. Jared Hansen and I know all about that, right, my friend?
You betcha. Base running errors at this level
hurt a little more.
Could be costly, yep.
They do. They hurt a little bit more than any others.
Fortunately, we're not quite halfway through this game here, so, maybe they can overcome that in the 5th or 6th inning. That could be very costly.
All right. So, now we got a little cheap seats playing. Man, whoever's running that music up there is doing a great job. Jared Hansen, Chris Larson here. I say the name Jared Hansen. Any relation to Mr. Reese Hansen?
No, sir. There happens to be lots of Hansens in the neighborhood.
Wow, good Lord.
And I don't know that I'm related to any of them.
There's lots of Hansen. Are you related to the Hansens up in Grafton at all?
No.
Man,
no,
my.
My roots run in Larimore, and I don't know that we've spread our wings too much further from that portion of Grand Forks County.
I won't hold that against you at all.
Well, thanks.
No problem. Sawyer Santrum going to lead off here for Mayport CG in the bottom of the 3rd inning here in Mayville. 2-0 our score. Here's the line to the pitch. High for ball 1-0 the count to Sawyer Santrum. What a beautiful evening for baseball.
You couldn't hardly pick it any better, Chris.
Wind, that one's going to be swung on. Over to short, and it's going to short hop, and it's going to be...
Back into the dugout, extra base.
Oh, man, that is tough.
I think we're going to call that E6, Chris.
We're going to call that E6.
I think so. Don't you think? Bad throw. Good
Sure.
field, bad throw.
Good field, bad throw. Let's do it. Good field, bad throw. I agree with you there. And let's see. That will bring up Reese Hansen. We just talked about him. Reese Hansen to the plate now for Mayport CG, threatening here in the bottom of the 3rd. High for ball 1-0 the count to Hansen. I could definitely feel a little bit of a breeze here, albeit little. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch coming to Reese Hansen. Here it is. All the way to the backstop.
Back.
And the count will leave it up 1-1. Made some fans kind of flinch. There did it. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swung on, fouling out of play. 1-2 the count now. Hillsboro Central Valley trailing Mayport CG 2-0, and Mayport CG threatening to add on to more. Here in the bottom of the 3rd with nobody out. Here's the wind of the pitch. Oh my goodness, that was close. Count evens up 2-2. Jared Hansen, Chris Larson. Ooh, that rhymes.
Huh. It goes together, huh?
It goes together like peanut butter and jelly. And that goes outside, and the count goes full. Nothing like a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich prior to a baseball game. Not what I had, but nonetheless, here's the wind of the 3-2, outside ball 4.
Free bag.
So now we've got runners at first and second. Still nobody out. And now one swing of the bat, and things could blow wide open here, Jared.
You bet. Seth Jermson has a good opportunity here to knock himself in an RBI.
Seth Jermson on, nobody out. 2 on, I should say. Nobody out.
Seth rain resuming here.
Ooh, is the rain coming back down again?
It's we'll call it a heavy dew, Chris.
All right, that one's going to be a base hit to right. Tucko's going to send him from third or from second home. Oh, my goodness, and it's 3-0.
You betcha. Satcham to across the plate. Reese Hansen to third. Good.
3-0 our score, and now we'll have runners at second and third with still nobody out. Jordan Evans at the plate.
Good throw from left field here into home plate, just a little late. Good toss, though.
3-0 our scored on your SHN Sports scoreboard. SHN Sports, your home for sports broadcasting excellence. Called strike one, 0-1 the counts. To the batter, Jordan Evans, bottom of the third, 3-0 Mayport CG. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swung on a foul and the count 0-2. But the Mayport CG team here, Jared, still has a lot of life in them as there's nobody out.
Yeah, yep. They have a great opportunity here to add a couple more runs to the scoreboard here.
0-2 the count. To Jordan Evans, here's the wind of the pitch. Swung on, that one goes up the middle. Taken over to first in time. 1-3, out number one.
Pickle between second and third here.
And that's going to be 2 outs. So now we'll have a runner at third now. 2 away. And that, Taylor Kunkel's got to be frustrated with that. I mean, there was no need to go.
No, it looked like to me maybe he thought he was going to send the runner from third home and hope for the pickle between second and third, which he got. However, still a runner at third base.
Here's the wind of the pitch now with 2 outs. That one's going to be low for ball one, and looks like Joe Koulis trying to stretch out there at home plate. Happens when you get old. Did I just say that out loud?
I think so.
Whoops. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swung on down the third base line, foul. And now the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 on at third. A 3-0 score here on the bottom of the third inning. And it looks like we have some bulbs out on our scoreboard. In the bottom of the third, individual score. Looks like we have a half of a 1 up there. If that. 1-2 the counts. Here's the wind of the pitch low.
Brave take with 2 strikes, Chris. That looked close.
And the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the set. And the 2-2 delivery. High for ball 3. Count goes full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third. 3-0, Mayport CG the lead. And the wind of the 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Inning is over. To the top of the fourth we go. Top of the fourth, Mayport CG hanging on ever so slightly to that 3-0 lead. We'll go to the top of the fourth inning after this break on Network1Sports.com and SHNSports.com. All right, to the top of the fourth we go. Our score, 3-0 in favor of Mayport CG here in the top of the fourth. 1-0 the count, and now it's 2-0 to the batter. 2-0 the count to our batter. And the count 3-0 now. And that's called strike one, 3-1. And that quickly goes to strike two, 3-2. And that one fouled up and out of play. Count stays 3-2. Three balls, two strikes to the batter. Here's the set. Well, no, not the pitch yet. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swung on. Oh, that's going to elude the third baseman. Oh, my goodness. A hard hit ball eludes the third baseman, and now we've got a runner at first. And how are we going to score that one, Mr. Hanson?
I think that's going to be a base hit.
I agree. It's a hard hit ball.
That got on Sawyer Satcham before he had a chance to recognize it was coming at him. That was stung.
Oh, my goodness. And that'll bring up number 12 for Hillsborough Central Valley. And for the Blue Sox, it's going to be Connor Onderud. 1 on, nobody out. Connor Onderud at the plate, takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes to Connor Onderud. And that one's going to be swung on. Caught by the center fielder for out number 1. What a beautiful catch out in center. Routine fly ball out here on the top of the fourth. Oh, and 1 the count. And that will go outside. And the count 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Now it sounds like somebody's daydreaming about a race car.
Yeah.
And that one's going to go out. Count will stay 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the wide. And the pitch.
Got him.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And I like that kind of strikeout call. And that is out number 2.
2 quick outs after a line drive to left field here.
Top of the fourth. 3-0. Our score. That one's going to be inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Top of the fourth. Here's the wind of the pitch. It's going to be outside for ball 2. 2-0. Still 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. That one's going to be swung on into right field, a base hit. And we'll send the runner to third. And now we'll have runners at the corners with 2 away. My, oh my, what a base hit.
That was. Pitch was outside. Nothing he could do. Fight it off opposite field. Nice at bat.
And that'll bring in number 10.
Mason Richter.
Mason Richter. Richter coming to the plate now for Hillsboro Central Valley. Top of the fourth. That's in for strike one. 0-1 the count to Richter. And now a play at the plate. And the run scores. As I believe that was a pass ball.
Correct.
So the count evens 1-1. And it's 3-1 now. Now we've got a runner in scoring position at second. And that'll be a ball 2. Well, the count says 2-2 on the board. And the strike 3, and the inning is over. Bottom of the fourth coming up in just moments. It is Hillsboro Central Valley trailing Mayport CG 3-1. We'll be back after this. Back here at Scott Berry Field into Mayville. It looks like we're going to lead off with number 36, and that looks to be Dylan Heward leading off here in the bottom of the inning. First pitch, foul for strike 1. 0-1 the count here on the bottom of the fourth. Some breaking news into the Digital North Media newsroom. Former U.S. Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens is dead at age 99. That one's not going to be caught, and it's not going to be in time. In fact, it's going to go over the head of the first baseman, but no harm, no foul, as he will stay at first base on a legged out single. My, oh my.
Tough play for the shortstop.
Oh, maybe I should turn your microphone up. There we go. Very tough play for the shortstop there, Mr. Hansen. Sammy Santrum coming to the plate now. Bottom of the fourth, 3-1 our score. Throw back to first and back in time is going to be Heward, the runner. 0-1 the count to the batter.
There he goes.
And now they're going to throw
High
down to
pitch.
second. And he's in time as Dylan Heward. Oh, my goodness. What a beautifully executed stolen base there by Mayport CG. And now they've got a runner in scoring position at third with nobody at second, with nobody out here at the bottom of the fourth, trying to push this game to a 4-1 lead. That one's going to get away, and now they're going to move the runner over to third. And the count will be 1-1 with a runner at third base. Here, nobody out in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-1 count actually make that. 2-1 to Mayport CG's Sandra. So not the start to the inning. Nathan Walsh at Hillsborough Central Valley wanted. 2-1. Our score 3-1. Mayport CG trying to strike for more. That's going to be high for a ball. And the count goes to 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike to the batter.
Sammy Satcham reached base twice here, both by way of hit by pitch.
So Satcham's going to try and reach successfully. Oh, my goodness, and he did. My, oh, my. And I hate to say this, and I don't want to say it, but the proverbial wheels falling off the bus may be starting for Hillsborough Central Valley. Here on the bottom of the fourth, Nathan Walsh, as I look down the third base line, giving some signals to his catcher. This coming up is going to be number 6. Is this
Jackson Broughton?
Jackson Broughton.
Sammy Satcham, 3 at-bats, 3 hit by pitch.
Jackson Broughton coming to the plate here on the bottom of the fourth inning. What a game so far. That one's going to be thrown back to first and back in time with the runners. So we got runners at the corners. Nobody out here on the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-1 our score. One pitch can blow this game open. Oh, my goodness. Now a throw down to second. Play at the plate. He's safe. So a runner at second. 4-1 our score now.
That was a perfectly executed delayed steal, Chris.
You know, I don't know if that person on the either moped, motorcycle, or something times these out just perfectly, but every time a steal goes on, he's gone. He gone. Oh, man, what a night. 4-1 our score here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the wind of the pitch. It's going to be a bunt down the third base, or down to the pitcher. Throw to first in time, 1-3. And that's going to be out number 1, but it's going to hold the runner at second here with 1 away.
Laid down a nice bunt there, Chris. Unfortunately went down the third baseline, had to hold the runner up at second.
You know, I think had that gone down the first baseline, that would have been, moving the runner to third.
I would have to agree.
So that will bring up to the plate. Does that bring up Germanson? No, that brings up Ettinger.
Preston Ettinger, the pitcher.
Ettinger, the pitcher, trying to help himself out here at the bottom of the fourth. His Mayport CG teammates leading here 4-1. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count.
Be a good time for Mr. Ettinger to have his first hit of the evening.
Oh, it'd be a great time. 1-0 the count to Preston Ettinger. Here's the wind of the pitch outside. Count goes 2-0. Still just the 1 out in the inning so far. Scoreboard shows no outs, but there is 1 out. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swung on, high fly ball. And is that going to be a catch? Is the catch made? It is. Nice. My, oh my, nice catch.
Great catch by the center fielder. He covered a lot of real estate there to make that.
Should be 2 away now. And now we have the other Satcham up. You hear the song they're playing?
I do. Be a good opportunity for the brothers to change spots here.
2 outs. Satcham at second. Satcham at the plate. 4-1 our score. That one's going to be knocked down the right field line and foul 0-1 the count to Satrop. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the wind of the pitch. Swung on down the first base line and on a play. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the inning. Bottom of 4 here in Mayville. 4-1 our score. Here's the set. And the 0-2 delivery high for ball 1. And it's 1-2. American Legion Baseball this afternoon, right here, or this evening, right here on Network1Sports.com and SHNSports.com. And that one's going to go low, and the count will even up at 2-2. Well, Jerry, this has been an interesting ball game to this venture.
Yes. Yes, we've had lots of action here, bottom half of the innings.
Here's the set. And the 2-2 delivery. Swung on. High fly ball. Deep. Caught by the center fielder. And that will be the end of 4. We're through 4 here at Scott Berry Field in Mayville on the campus of Mayville State University. Top of the 5th coming up in just a moment. Wait, didn't your kid just ask you if you could have pizza? Down there. Finish your pizza. I'll take this. All right, back here at Scott Berry Field in Mayville. Our score right now, Mayport CG 4, Hillsboro Central Valley 1. Chris Larson here with you. Jared Hansen will be joining me here in just a little bit as allow him to chow on some wonderful concession stand pizza. Beautiful afternoon for baseball, and it looks like we're going to have number 5. Braden Soderberg is going to lead us off here in the top of the 5th inning. Top of 5 here at Scott Berry Field in Mayville. My name is Chris Larson. Jared Hansen joins me at the first pitch in for a strike to the batter Soderberg, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Jared Hansen, Chris Larson here with you from Mayville. Here's the wind of the 0-1. Swung on and fouled 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to the batter, Soderberg. Braden Soderberg.
He who also plays hockey in Mayville in the wintertime.
All right. Here's the wind of the 0-2. High for a ball. 1-2 the count to Braden Soderberg.
Braden Soderberg 0-1 on the evening.
Here's the line to the 0-1. Swung on up and foul on a play. That went straight into the seats here. Call them the cheap seats.
Mad dash by all the
Youngsters in
youngster age fans, yes.
1-2 the count to the batter, Braden Soderberg, who again, as we alluded to moments ago, plays hockey here in Mayville. And that is a shot to third, over to first, 1-3. And there's one away here on the bottom of the fifth, top of the fifth inning, I should say. 4-1 our score. Mayport CG and Hillsboro Central Valley.
It's been a contest, Chris.
It has been. And, really, Hillsboro Central Valley, they've been playing really well. Give them a couple more shots here and there, and they'd be right back in. And not that they're out of this game now.
No, not by any stretch of the imagination. But
that one's going to be swung on down the third base line and foul out of play.
At the expense of a couple throwing errors, that's really all the mistakes that have been made on Hillsboro Central Valley's behalf.
0-2 the count. To the batter, Peyton Belials, I believe. And Belials going to swing that one foul down the third base side. 0-2 remains the count to Belials. Bottom of the inning. And that one's going to go low for a ball, 1-2. Top of the fifth. One away, nobody on. That's my 8 o'clock warning that my double win slot machines are ready to be played.
There you go.
Oh, boy. 1-2. Swung on foul. Count stays 1-2. Mr. Hansen.
Yes. That was good contact there down the third base line.
Very good contact. 1-2 the count remains. To the batter, Peyton Belials, I believe that is. Yes, it is. Here's the wind of the 1-2. High in the count will even up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the inning. More importantly, nobody on. And that one's going to be in. The count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. To the batter, Belials. Called strike 3. And there's 2 away for Patrick Limke. Top of the fifth. Patrick Limke coming to the plate now. Here's the wind of the pitch. That's going to be swung on into it's going to get just past the second baseman, and on with a 2-out single is going to be the batter, Patrick Limke. That'll bring up Gavin Wright. Top of the fifth.
Tough play for Cade Susie.
Very tough play for Susie there at second.
Able to get over there to get the ball, just not able to get a handle on it to make a play.
Top of the fifth, 4-1 our score. Tying run on deck. First pitch in for a ball, 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter. Throw back to first, back in time, the base runner, and that is Patrick Limke. Gavin Wright at bat. The tying run, Colton Anderson on deck. That one's going to be popped up foul, and the count will leave it up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Here's the wind to the 1-1. Swung on foul down the baseline, 1-2. What an afternoon for baseball here at Scottberry, or evening for baseball here at Scottberry Field. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Here on the top of the 5th. Here's the set. And the pitch. Low for a ball.
Good stop.
Count will leave it up at 2-2. Mayport CG trying to come out of this one with the win. Hatton Northwood, or Hillsborough Central Valley trying to extend the ball game. Here's the wind of the pitch. That's going to get away. And the runner will go to second. We'll have a runner at second now with the base, or the count full at 3-2.
You got a little sun coming out here, Chris Larson.
We do, and we like sun. So that's a good thing.
You betcha.
Makes us able to see the field a little bit.
Yes.
3-2 pitch, swung on. Oh,
Now
that's going to go off the pitcher. Is he going to get back in time? Yes, he is. First to third. Oh, 1-3, the putout. And the top of the 5th has come to an end. We are through 4.5 here at Scottberry Field in Mayville. Mayport CG 4, Hillsborough Central Valley 1. Bottom of the 5th coming up after this on Network1Sports.com and SHN Sports. Reese Hansen lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. What a ball game we've had so far here, Jared.
You bet. It's been a game. It has been a game.
It has been. Well, that's what every baseball game is, isn't it?
I guess that's true.
Yeah. First pitch to Reese is going to be outside. Oh, it's going to hit the corner of the plate.
Just paint the corner.
0-1 the count. Let's try and get you a Major League Baseball scoreboard update. And that one's going to be swung on over to third. And then the throw not in time.
Just a mishandle by the third baseman there.
So, we'll have a runner on at first, nobody out. As we take a look at our Major League Baseball scoreboard. Well, I thought we were going to take a look at our MLB scoreboard. Yeah, we are.
Brings up number 14, Seth Germanson, to the plate.
Seth Germanson coming to the plate with the Mets leading the Twins 2-1 in the bottom of the third after 3. Didn't you coach the Twins?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, a few years ago, yep.
No, you coached which team this year? In your your summer.
I was a blue coach this year.
You were a Blues coach. Oh, my goodness, we got a guy in a hot box. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and the ball. Oh, my goodness. I thought that throw was, I thought he had him at first.
He did. Just a mishandle by the first baseman there. Perfectly executed pickle by Hillsborough Central Valley. Run him all the way back to the bag.
And now the umpires are getting together to talk.
My guess would be the conference on that would be whether or not the runner stayed in the baseline. But as the umpires part their ways, go back to their respective spots, it appears as though he'll be safe at first on an overthrow was all.
That's right. So we've got an 0-1 count, it says on the board.
Taylor Kunkel down at third base is looking a little bit less than impressed, but nonetheless didn't hurt yet. Has not hurt yet.
Well, I tell you what would hurt, getting in the hit in the head with a baseball. Oh, throw back to first back in time. I'm just coming up with all sorts of jokes today, bud.
You're full of them, you betcha.
Well, that's what happens when you're a broadcaster. You got to make jokes. Swing and a miss. Oh, my goodness. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. But that'll move the runner down to second. And now we've got a runner in scoring position at second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Mayport CG 4. Hillsboro Central Valley 1. Here's the wind of the pitch. Oh, and that's going to go off of Germanson's foot. And the count will stay 1-2. Got our little partner in crime here. Oh, we got some troublemakers outside the broadcast
I see that,
booth.
yep. Yeah, we got company waiting for us.
Oh, I thought I saw one of them, Jake Hutter.
He's out there. There's the other one.
Oh, boy. 1-2 the count to the batter here on the bottom of the 5th. Nobody out. Swung on, and that's going to be grounded.
This may be a base hit.
Oh, my goodness. Is it a base hit? No, he's out.
Good play by the pitcher to cover the first base.
Oh,
good play.
My goodness gracious. What a play there.
Nice cover.
Heads up play by the pitcher to get over there in time and make the cover.
First baseman on a full sprint out towards right field. Seth Germanson and Gavin Wright, pitcher for HCV, ran a foot race down the first baseline.
Gavin Wright got there just by an inch. Oh, that one's in for a strike, 0-1. The count. Bottom of the 5th. 4-1, Mayport CG. In this one, here's the wind of the oh,
dead ball.
Plunk. And now we're going to have runners at first and third. One away. And this is where this gets interesting.
That happens to be the fourth hit batter of the game for Hillsboro Central Valley, Gavin Wright.
And this should bring up
Cade Susie.
Kate Susie. Bottom of the 5th, one away. 0-1 count. And that's a strike. And they're going to move the runner to second. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position. One at second, one at third.
I get a feeling, I get a sense that Hillsboro Central Valley is catching on to the steal to second, delayed steal to home.
That's right. Here's wind of the 0-1, swinging a miss, strike 2. And the count quickly 0-2. But again, only one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yes, Mayport Clifford Galesburg here with a chance to do some damage.
Here's the wind of the 0-2 delivery. That's going to be low for ball 1. And the count will go 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning from Mayville.
Cade Susie 0 for 2 with a walk in the evening. Walk and a strikeout.
And that one's going to be a
right field.
A blooper to right. The right fielder makes the grab. And there's 2 away. And now we'll have a runner at third. And a 5-1 score as the Mayport Clifford Galesburg team makes it 5-1. And that is going to bring Nathan Walsh out. And I believe that's going to be the end of the day for the pitcher from Hillsboro Central Valley. As Nathan Walsh looks like he's limping a little bit there.
I had a thought that maybe after the last hit batter he might make a visit to the mound.
Is this going to be it for the pitcher? I can't tell.
Looks like
yes,
we're trading
it
places
is.
here.
So that is going to be it for our starting pitcher here at the bottom of the fifth inning with 2 away. Now that starting pitcher here for Hillsborough Central Valley, he is going to be responsible for the batter at third.
He will. 5 2/3 is what he's going to get credit for.
5 2/3 innings pitched. And again, he's going to be responsible for that runner over at third base. And, he had a great game.
He did. He pitched well.
You look at the score, 5-1, Jared, and a lot of that is not really attributable to the pitcher.
No. Actually, 4 free bags, hitting 4 batters, cost him 2 runs, which seems like a lot, but you would suspect that hitting 4 batters would cost you more than that. But fortunately, the defense behind him has been playing really well.
So far in the ballgame, 2 earned runs.
Yep.
We'll see. Would that run, if that run crosses at third, is that an earned run as well?
Boy, I don't know. I'm not up on the ERA statistics.
Well, we know this much: 2 earned runs.
That we know for sure.
That we know of for sure.
Yep, by way of hit batter.
Yep, and those hit batters, I mean, they can come and scare you every once in a while. First pitch in for a ball, 1-0 the count to our batter,
Dylan Heward. Bottom of the order, 9 spot.
I believe that was a 1-0 pitch, and that should be 2-0 now.
Couple of hits tonight for Dylan Heward.
I've got him 2-0 on our scoreboard. Here's the wide of the 2-0 delivery. Swung on into right field, a base hit. Another run will score, and that's an RBI single for Dylan Heward, making it 6-1. And again, a lot of this happening with 2 outs.
Top of the order for Mayport, Clifford Gilbert here. Sammy Satron back to the plate again. 3 plate appearances, 3 hit by pitch.
So we'll see if that continues here in this half of the inning, or if he can get on successfully by way of a hit, and that's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1 moves the runner to second. 1-0 the count to Dylan Heward, or Sammy Satram, sorry. Bottom of the 5th, 6-1 our score. And again, scheduled for 7. Looks like we're going to get all 7 in. 2-0.
Weather will not be the issue this evening.
If anything, it'll be sunlight, or daylight, I should say.
Could be.
But looks like we have that on our side as well. That's a strike, and the count 2-1. Again, July 23rd, next Tuesday, we will start the Section American Legion Baseball Tournament. Complete coverage of that right here on NetworkOneSports.com and via the SHN Sports. 4-3 the putout, and that's how our inning is going to end here in the bottom of the 5th. To the top of the 6th we go. Final 6 at-bats here for Hillsborough Central Valley. Final 6 outs coming your way. After this timeout, you're listening to American Legion Baseball from Mayville on Digital North Media, powered by SHN Sports and Network One Sports. Bottom of the 4th, 2-1 Mets. Yeah, with a home run in there. God, if we lose that. And they're in Minneapolis. Back here at Scott Perry Field in Mayville, 6-1 our score through 4.5. Check that through 5 complete. Our score in Minneapolis. It is the New York Mets 2, Minnesota 1. Mets got 2 at the top of the first, and the Twins got 1 in the bottom of the third. And it looks like that was by a solo shot by Shoop. Jonathan Shoop here in the inning, scoring himself. CJ Cron, 2 for 2 so far for Minnesota. But they're down 2-1. So far, Minnesota 1 run on 5 hits. New York, the Mets, 2 runs on 4 hits. The Mets are 42-51. Minnesota is 58-34. So law of averages tells you Twins should have a good chance of winning. Here's the wind of the pitch outside, but on the corner, strike 1. 0-1 the count, top of the 6th. Here's the wind of the pitch. Oh, that's going to get away, and the count will even up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the matter. Laying off for Hillsborough Central Valley, that is
Colton Anderson.
That's right. We're going to respond. We're going to make Mr. Hansen announce the batters.
I'm on it.
I'll worry about calling the play-by-play. Here's the line, the 2-1 delivery. That's going to be swung on to short. Short over to first. Is it going to be in time? It is for the outs. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful play there. Reset the count on that one. 1 away here in the top of the 6th. And hit the Blue Sox down to their final 5 outs in our contest. Hillsborough Central Valley.
Brings up Connor Underwood.
Connor Underwood comes to the plate now.
A couple of deep fly balls to center field and right field on the evening. 0 for 2.
Here's the wind of the first pitch to Underwood. He's going to see that one go to the outside. 0-1 or 1-0 the count to Connor Underwood. Top of the 6th inning, 6-1. Mayport CG leads by 5. And that's in for a strike, and the count evens up at 1-1. Jared Hansen, Chris Larson here with you into Mayville. Here's the wind of the pitch. That's going to be outside. Ball 2 in the count, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike in a broadcast that's just over 2 hours old. Three and a one. That's going to be straight up into the infield. Caught for the out. And quickly 2 up, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the top of the 6th inning.
Travis Doden, number 14, first baseman coming up.
And that'll bring up Doden. Doden on the contest.
0 for 2, couple strikeouts.
Pair of strikeouts for Doden, and that's a swinging strike 1. 0-1 the count to Doden. Here's the wind of the 0-1. Oh, that's called strike 2. And I don't know, we could go 3 up, 3 down here at the top of the 6th. Here's the wind of the 0-2 delivery, high for ball 1. We didn't want that to happen, so we'll throw one high. 1-2 the count. Here's the wind of the 1-2 pitch. Swung on over to third. Oh, and that's going to elude the third baseman. My, oh my, that was a hard hit. It's going to elude the third baseman, though, and there's 2 away with a runner at first. And that should bring up
Braden
Soderberg.
Nope, Braden Schilderberger.
Oh, Schildberger. Yeah, Schildberger, sorry. Schildberger to the plate here. With 2 outs, here's the wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Schildberger. Bottom of the 6th, or top of the 6th.
1 for 2 on the evening is Braden Schildberger.
Schildberger, 1 for 2. Here's the wind of the 0-1 delivery. That's going to be in for strike 2. In the count 0-2.
Base hit to left field there by Schildberger.
And that will be down. And now we'll have runners at first and second with 2 away.
Mason Richter to the plate.
Richter coming to the plate, and he today is
0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout.
So 2 at-bats on the afternoon for Richter, officially 0 for 1. But 0 for 2 in ABs. 0 for 1 on the official line. Here's the wind of the pitch. It's going to be swung on up into foul territory. Giving it a chase and can't make the grab. Did he make the grab? No, he didn't.
Good effort there by Satcham. Just ran out of real estate.
That's right. And, of course, for real estate insurance, Jared Hansen over at Nodak Insurance. The agents with answers.
You betcha.
And even if he doesn't have the answers, he'll find them. Here's the wind of the 0-1 delivery. It's going to be outside, and it's going to be across the plate. And 0-2. And that one stays 0-2. Of course, we got to give a shameless plug to our good friend, Jared Hansen.
All in good fun, right, Chris?
All in good fun. It's always fun spending a Tuesday night with Chris Larson at the ballpark.
You bet. Beautiful night for baseball.
Oh, gorgeous night for baseball. Here's the wind of the 0-2. Swung on into the backstop. Satcham doesn't even think about giving that a chase. You know, if we had a chain link fence on the back, I'd love to see somebody try to climb it to make the out.
Huh.
I bet one of your kids would try it.
I'm sure.
Here's the wind of the 0-2. High for ball, and the count 1-2. One and two, the count. That one's going to be swung on. Is that going to be a base hit, or is that going to be a catch? The catch is made, and the inning is over. Reset things here to the bottom of the 6th we go here in Mayville. 6-1, Mayport CG, bottom of the 6th coming up. After this break on SHN Sports and Network 1 Sports. To the bottom of the 6th we go here at Scott Berry Field in Mayville. Chris Larson, Jared Hansen with you this afternoon. And Jared, I tell you what a ball game so far for Mayport CG. They've played really well, and they're in a commanding 5-run lead heading to the bottom of the 6th.
You know, if I'm Taylor Kunkel right now, I'm feeling good about the way we've played this evening. Feeling good about the next inning and a half here. Well, half inning anyhow. As far as game plan goes, I don't think we change it right now.
All right. Leading us off here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Jacko Broughton, 1 for 3 on the evening.
Jackson Broughton, 1 for 3.
Hey.
Oh! And that's why you wear
Joe
a face
Kulis with
mask.
the dome shot, you betcha.
Oh, man. As he walks around.
With a smile on his face, I'll send Joe a note after the game here and see how he's feeling, but I can only assume he's feeling okay.
Well, and if he's not, it's not because he got hit in the face. It's because he went to Hillsborough before he came to Mayville.
He was rushed. That's right. Yep.
Oh, that's funny. I'm not going to let this umpiring crew live that one down.
Nope.
0-1 the count. To the batter, Jackson Broughton here in the bottom of the sixth. It's going to be outside, ball one. Well, for a game that we thought maybe wasn't even going to happen early, it has turned into a gorgeous night here in Mayville.
Beautiful.
And that one's going to be outside for a ball, 2-1. You know, with all this modern technology, wherever you're watching and or listening from, we welcome you in to our home tonight. That one's high, 3-1. We thank you for allowing us to come into your home as well.
Good poke there to center fielder, a couple steps back.
Catch made for out number one as we have one away here on the bottom of the sixth. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Brings up Preston Edinger, 0 for 3 tonight.
Edinger 0 for 3. And we'll see how Edinger does this time around. First pitch in for a ball, 1-0 the count to Preston Edinger. That one's going to be popped up.
Blooper to left center.
Into left center.
Makes the catch.
And the catch is made out number 2. And 2 up, 2 down here on the bottom of the sixth.
Sawyer Satcham to the dish.
And the Mayport CG Legion team knows what they have to do here at the bottom or top of the seventh to get out of this with nothing else done. That one's going to be a line drive down the right field side, base hit here with 2 away in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Reese Hansen coming up the mat here. Reese had himself a good evening.
Sure did.
2 for 3 on the night.
And their choice of walk-up music is what I would quantify as jungle music. Definitely not 1970s rock. And that'll be a stolen base down to second. And a 1-0 count to Mayport CG's Reese Hansen. You know, I'm all about the music, but when it gets to the jungle music, oh, boy. That one's going to be a chop to second. Oh, my goodness. Chop to second, out made, top of the seventh. Coming up after this break, you are tuned in to American Legion Baseball right here on a Digital North Media powered by SHN Sports and Network One Sports. Top of the seventh here in Mayville. It is Mayport CG leading 6-1. That is 6-1 our score here as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Final call for Hillsborough Central Valley. Chris Larson, Jared Hansen with you. And who are we getting to lead off?
Number 18. All I know is the last name's Miller.
We'll get it. We'll figure it out here.
Expecting Braden Soderberg. Must have been a substitution there.
That is Sean Miller. Sean Miller at the plate. Here in the top of the 7th. Wind to the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball. 1-0 the count to Sean Miller. What a beautiful night for baseball. The sun continues to set. I hope to get home before it's too dark out. And that will get away from the pitcher or the catcher, and it's 2-0. Stick around after our game here. We'll do a quick post-game wrap-up, give you some of our final totals, name our Mayport CG player of the game. That and more on our post-game show following the wrap-up of this one. And again, this is just a precursor to 4 days of baseball next week. Or maybe 5. Or maybe 6. Heaven only knows. All I know is I'm going to be here for all the days. And Jared Hansen will join me at some point along the road.
You bet.
It's been a joy tonight having you here in our broadcast booth.
It has. It's been fun.
Hope to get you in on some sporting action later on. Now it's going to be chopper to third, over to first.
Tough throw.
Is not in time. It gets away and moving to second. Oh, my goodness. And that's not the way Mayport CG wanted to start off the inning.
You have a pinch runner here.
Did we catch the number of that pinch runner?
I did not.
All right, so we know this. We got to...
To the dish here, Peyton Belials, the 9-hitter for HCV.
Nobody out here on the bottom, top of the 7th. Belials has got one. That one's going to be up. Is it going to be caught? Yes, it is. Out number 1. One away now here. Hillsborough Central Valley down to their final 2 outs. And my, oh my, has this been a fun one.
Yes, it has. Brings up, now we got at the plate here, third baseman Patrick Limke.
Pat Limke at the plate.
1 for 2 on the evening.
1 away. Here's the wind of the pitch. It's going to be in or outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Patrick Limke.
Pardon me, he's 1 for 3 on the evening.
1-0 to Limke. If you want to re-listen to our ball game, you could.
Nice pick by the pitcher.
Oh, my goodness. That is going to move the runner to third. But more importantly, the Blue Sox down to their final out here in this one. Top of the 7th, Blue Sox final out. 6-1 our score.
Gavin Wright here with the last opportunity for HCV.
And that one gets away. Is the run going to score? Yes, it is. 1-0 count, and it's 6-2. And no runners are on base. And I just heard another motorcycle go.
Yes. It's a good evening for it, no doubt.
And that one gets, oh my goodness. You know, you don't want to get too concerned yet because there's 2 away. But that could whittle away awfully quickly.
It can, you bet.
2-0. Pop up.
Deep fly ball.
Deep fly ball to center. And our ball game is over.
It's ball game.
Your final score in this one. Mayport CG 6. Hillsborough Central Valley 2. Jared Hansen, final thoughts on this one, and let's just give a quick recap. Final thoughts, first of all.
As we look over the game for HCV, I would attribute that to a couple of throwing errors. A couple of throwing errors over to first base allowed Mayport to take an extra bag, and 2 of those extra bags turned into runs. Additionally, the guy on the hill for HCV, Gavin Wright, hit 4 batters. 2 of those batters turned into runs. So, right there, just some minor errors turning into 4 runs, which is the difference in the ball game here. So, I think for HCV, they tighten that up a little bit here, and we got ourselves a tie ball game going in the bottom of 7th. If I'm Taylor Kunkel for Mayport, I'm feeling okay. Couple things that he might want to dress up here. Again, there's a throwing error, 2 throwing errors over first base again. A couple of, I would say, ill-advised base running moves. One particularly from first to second, one from second to third that could have eventually turned into a run. I think it was the bottom of the third or bottom of the fourth. Maybe the runner got thrown out of third base with only 1 out. If I'm Taylor Kunkel, I'm feeling okay. A couple of things that I might want to dress up. But overall, I'm feeling well right now if I'm Mr. Kunkel about how we played.
Absolutely. Our final score, 6-2. And any highlights when it comes to batting there today?
Other than Sammy Satram going to the plate and getting plunked 3 times in his first 3 at-bats, Reese Hansen was 1 for 3. Sawyer Satram 1 for 3. And Dylan Heward 1 for 2. So, through the order for MPCG, all 9 batters, got a little action at the plate. Everybody getting at least 3 at-bats, so that's a good game if you can get your bottom half of the order getting 3 at-bats.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for our action tonight here at Scott Berry Field in Mayville. Again, our final score in this one. It is Hillsborough Central Valley falling one last time. Your final score in this one, Hillsborough Central Valley falling to Mayport CG 6-2. This has been a presentation of SHN Sports and Network1Sports.com. For my color commentator, Mr. Jared Hansen.
Thanks, Chris.
Rob Hipp back in the SHN Sports Studios down in Texas. And for Joel Osloxon, our executive producer back in Fargo, the entire Digital North Media broadcast team, Chris Larson, bidding you a very farewell. We'll see you July 23rd for the opening round of the 2019 District 6 Section 6 American Legion Baseball Tournament here at Scott Berry Field. Good night, everybody, from Mayville State University and beautiful Scott Berry Field. Good night, everybody. This has been a presentation of SHN Sports and Network 1 Sports.